Today on the Daily BA, a book that will get you to completely rethink psychology, behavior analysis in its entirety. From AI to Zeitgeist, a philosophical guide for the skeptical psychologist. The intro of this book could not have been a more beautiful introduction to what it is about, so I'm going to read a quote directly from it. From AI to Zeitgeist comprises a series of topics in alphabetical order designed to provide a number of bases from which to view problems, questions, and quandaries bearing on the philosophy of science for psychology. Throughout, my aim has been to raise new problems, new possibilities, to regard old problems from a new angle. The importance of seeing known facts in a new light will not be stressed and new theories described. So what you have is 91 different topics that the author goes through in anywhere from 2 to 3 pages on average that completely just blows your mind as to how we approach and think about these things from a philosophical perspective. So that brings up the question of, is this going to be a difficult read? Philosophy is one of those things that usually you need 18 cups of coffee. It puts you to sleep, No. And I would say no, simply because of the short nature of these. If you have a question on intelligence or artificial intelligence or the brain and how these sort of biological levels interact, it will be covered succinctly in a very, very quick 2 to 3 pages and get you to think about how you can integrate behavioral thinking into these various different topics. It comes at a bit of a price. I would definitely try to find a used copy. So besides the price, what are the other issues you may run into with this? And I would say that this is only going to be valuable if you're interested in trying to flip what you understand about behavior analysis and thinking in behavior analysis on its head and try to look at it with a totally different worldview. The author comes from an interbehavioral standpoint, which is almost never covered in graduate training programs. And this is not a downfall of this text. However, it's just a warning that you're going to have to rethink things. And anytime people are required to rethink things a little bit, or it's a little bit more work, I like to warn people. This is actually the view that I try to operate as much as I can from personally, rather than radical behaviorism. It just seems so perfect in so many different ways. Although science isn't perfect, but you know what I mean? Like it's tight, it's conceptually solid. So the question is, who should read this? Well, anybody looking for just a understanding outside of Skinner's analysis, check it out. Anybody doing research on various topics outside of the field? I mean, there's so many here. Ecology, embryological development, the event itself, experimental design, field theory, force, free will versus determinism, the cell, Occam's razor, data, the soul. All of these things are approached from a behavioral point of view. So the link's down below. Please check it out. Like, share, subscribe if you're into this sort of thing, and I will see you in the next one. That is your Daily BA.